Hello and welcome. This is KrisAnne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with KrisAnne. This is part 3 to my 3-part series on these little gifts that I'm making for the teachers and the staff at my son's school because my son is graduating high school this year. So we like to give a little thank you gift at the end of the year and at Christmas. This year I'm doing a little bit more of a thank you gift. Normally I just give like a bookmark or a pen or something sort of on the simpler side at the end of the year. Christmas I do folios and cards and little mini books and all the stuff I make on the videos I give to them for Christmas. So for this year, because it's his graduation year, I wanted to give something a little bit more nice. So if you've been watching my 3-part series on this, we are putting it all together and we are wrapping it up. So in video one, we made a whole bunch of these. All different types. Whole bunch of these. All different colors. It is recycled book page that then we went and created all these pockets. The only thing my son helped me with is he punched out these white circles. I put him to work. So I'm like, you know what, kid? I need some help. So that's what he did. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that. So this is what we're doing, and I'm giving one of these, I'm making about 35 of them, and I'm giving one to multiple staff, the cafeteria, the nurse, the secretaries in the front, everybody is hopefully going to get us something. So this is what we did in video 1. In video 2, we took... Where are they? We took a Ghirardelli chocolate. I can't eat these. I'm allergic and I want to eat them. I'm not going to. But we took a Ghirardelli chocolate and we wrapped them all up into these cute little wrappers. So we're adding that in. So we have a whole bunch of those. And so now video 3... this video, we're going to put it all together and create that. But I want to show you how I cut the headers with having a very small paper cutter and a small desk and not a lot of room. Because I am wrapping these all up with the header. We're going to make the header. We're going to do all of this fun stuff. All right. So, let me grab my goodies. Let me move this out of the way. So I have a bunch of this 12 by 12 paper that I got from Hobby Lobby when it was going on clearance last year. So I am taking this paper and I am folding it over on this side. Let me measure this so you can see. Yeah, it's about 2 inches. So I'm folding it over 2 inches here. I'm eyeballing it. And I'm folding it over approximately 2 inches here. I'm lining up the sides. That's how I'm doing it. Now, here's how I do. I wing like half of the stuff I do. I just wing it. I'm not somebody that's like super technical with measuring, obviously. If you've seen my videos before, you know. Wait a minute, I'm having a problem here. Let me do this before we get to this. So I wanted to show you the bag. My friend is a teacher. She gave me this bag to give to my son, and I said, I'm going to put all the goodies in that. So school was awesome today. And she got this as a teacher gift. So because I have an avalanche going on here, let me quickly show you the ones I already have wrapped. So I have that one because I want to put them in the bag because I'm having an avalanche. And I don't want them to get ruined because I have put a lot of time and effort into these. Clearly. Now, on the back of these, I am going to put a sticker with my son's name. So they're not in their office or whatever, they'll know this is from my son. I'm not going to do that on the air because of anonymity and privacy and all of that fun stuff. But just know I put my sticker here on the back that it's made by me. I have not put my sticker handmade by me on almost hardly any of the things I've sent into school in the last 4 years. This one, I'm putting my sticker and my name on it because I made it. And what the heck? So on the back, I'm going to put his name and his sticker, you know, love his name. And it's going to be one of these stickers. I have my little printer. Where's my little printer? Let's see. I have this little printer. Then we'll go back to cutting the paper. I have this little printer and I love it. Oh, do I love this little printer. It's awesome. I have said for a while that I want to do a video where I show how I do this, but I record on my phone and that connects to my phone. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I could maybe connect it to my iPad. Haven't gotten there yet. But anyways, this is that's how I'm going to print it. And that's approximately what it's going to look like. Just so you know. Okay, I digress. Let's go back to where we were. So I have this small Fiskars paper cutter. It doesn't even go to 6 inches. I need this paper to cut to 6 inches. What do? I have this paper. It is 6 inches. So what I do, now that I have folded these two up, you can see that now they fit into this paper cutter. If you have this paper cutter, you know it's a great paper cutter, but I can't measure a lot of things. So I take this paper, I put it here, and I bring it over, and that's how I'm measuring my 6 inches. And I am going to get 6 little toppers out of this. Watch how I do it. See this folded one? Cut it right there. This folded one, cut it right there. This piece that's left over, fold that. So now I have those 3, and we're going to do the exact same thing to this piece. It's totally winging it. It's totally not measuring hardly anything. It works for me. And then I just fold this one over. And that's how I do it. If you are somebody that measures everything, you're probably having a meltdown with how I do things. Somewhat, my apologies to you, but you know what? This is how I do it, and it works for me. I have made this little paper cutter work for me because it's all that fits at my desk. I have a giant paper cutter, which I love, but I can only use it outside when I'm recording outside at my table out there because I have a huge table out there. It doesn't fit in here. So that's how I make things work. My maths for me. So that being said, that's how I do that part. The next part that I want to show you are these cute, teeny, tiny little thank you labels. And that's what I'm putting at the top right here. So let me see where I put my paper cutter. Here's my paper cutter. And I have a scrap piece of paper left over. I know I'm doing white on white here. And I just come through and I punch a whole bunch of these. Once again, I know, white on white. And I have chosen to stamp in green because I'm going to stop there. I could cut this and stamp there, but I don't really need to for right now. So we're done with this. And we are going to be using this stamp set. It's a Hostess set and it's called Tag-tastic. And we're using this one. I'm sure there's a specific punch for that, but I'm using this one, so it works for me. And I am going to do it in green because all the foliage and everything is green in all of my things. So green was the one sort of constant color. And let me tell you, I have been working on this project all weekend. I'm getting a little sick of it. I like how things are coming out. I think they're coming out beautiful. I'm very pleased with how they're coming out. I think they're coming out really cute. And I'm hoping it's going to be well received. Number one, most people don't give gifts to people in high school. So the staff probably gets like nothing. And I feel bad for them. So we're doing this as a little thank you for them. Let me wipe this off with my trusty cloth. Let's put this away. I debated using this one, the Just For You, which is equally cute. And then I leave this here to cut down on the glare. And then I inked around them with my walnut stain. Oh, just broke a nail. Sorry. Damn. I'll fix it later. All right. Worst things in life. I'm very focused on getting this project done. This is real life. Yeah, no. So this is going to be on the outside of that header that we just cut. But I'm also going to show you in 2 seconds everything that I'm putting in the little pockets. So we're going to do 2 tea bags, a chocolate, and a sticker. And I have those like waterproof vinyl stickers. They're all, aren't they so cute? They're all little gnomes. And everybody's sort of obsessed with their water bottle. And I thought, well, these would be really cute on their water bottles. There's only 4. There's 4 guys that we're giving to that I know of. But if this isn't their thing, they can pass it on to their wives or their partner, whomever. Okay, now what I do is I keep everything together in a little container. So I have my 3D tape, I have my labels, I have my stickers. I have everything together. That just works for me. And then over here, I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but I have my headers, I have my chocolate, I have my little pockets here. It was in better shape a couple minutes ago. But for me, to keep everything together like this, that works. So I'm keeping it right here. And then I have my teas. So we're doing 2 types of tea. I have a chamomile, I have a mint, and then I also have an English breakfast for when I run out of the mint. And then let me put a couple of these over here so I can keep my assembly line flowing. Where is... And then I'm just using Ziploc bags. And I am folding them to kind of tuck them in a little bit. You'll see. I'll show you. So for this one, let's grab this sort of purpley kind of header. And I have, as you can see, I have all different colors of the headers because I'm trying to coordinate with the flower, etc. So I think I cut up, did I cut up 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was 6. No, 7. No, 6. 6. Yeah, I think. I don't know. There, get rid of that. Okay, so let's take 2 of our tea bags and we're going to put them in our pocket. Let's take a little mint, put that in the pocket. Let's take a sticker and we're going to kind of put that in the pocket and have it sticking out just a little bit. Then we are going to open up the bag. Put this in. Now, the reason I have to do all this folding and stuff is because the bag is wider than my header. And because I was working with 12 by 12 paper, I wanted the math to math differently than what it was mathing. So I came up with the idea of folding this in. I didn't have the time to search for bags that would be the right size and all that type of stuff. I just, you know, my son came home, told me Friday, said he needs everything done by Monday. That was not the time frame initially that I thought I was working with. So, this is what we get. There. And then I kind of tuck this in. I wanted these to stay upright. And that's why I kind of rolled these in a little bit. Next thing I want to do is take one of my little thank yous, get some foam tape, put that on the back, put that in the middle. And then later on, like I said, I'm going to print off those little labels with my son's information and just stick it on the back. We're not going to handwrite something for everybody. My son has hand problems, and it would be me that would be writing everything, and I have hand problems too. So that printable sticker machine has worked for me for so many things. I love it. I have an app that coordinates with that machine, and I can choose, let me pull it up so you can see. So there's all different types of tapes. And they have all different types of decorations on them. Like this one's Aquatic Life. This one I think is plain. Yeah, that one's plain. So the plain ones, I can decide, do I want like a little flower on it? So I chose the flower, and then I can choose the font. I can choose the placement of the font, etc. It's like super cool. It's so easy. You know, when I think of all those years of handwriting on the back of cards, like handmade by me, or putting my contact information, or if I didn't have a stamp already made, you know, now I can just print it off with that. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So let me take this and put it in the bag, and let's just keep going. We're going to keep filling these up. I have 35 to go. Well, 35 to make in total. So I'm taking my chamomile, my mint, my sticker, and my little thank you mint. Where did I put my bags? Oh, there's the bag. It's not a ton that's on the inside. For this, it's the presentation. And I think it's super cute, but I might be a little partial. Let's go with the yellow. I have to say, it's time consuming. It's very time consuming. But it's the last thing that we're doing for everybody at school. So, and everybody's been kind to my son, so I don't have a problem giving a little thank you something. And like I said, we give to a lot of people. Even the school resource officer has been very kind to my son. I think it's super cute. And to make these, if you didn't see my initial video, this is a recycled book page. And then a lot of the other paper is offcuts from when I bought the Stampin' Up! Bundle that I bought. So we'll do our teas, do our sticker, we'll do our little thank you mint, grab my bags. I mean, I probably could have found a better bag, but I used what I had on hand, frankly. And if we have any of these left, these are going to be part of the favors that I'm going to use at my son's graduation party. And I made sure I had staples in my stapler before I started this project. I highly recommend that. I have been in that problem before. There. And see, all the green coordinates with the green on this, at least in my mind. And a lot of the tea bags are green too. I think these are cute. I hope they do too. Let's see. Trying to coordinate. We'll go with that one for that. I did not cut any of these in turquoise. So, you know what? Should we do the yellow? We'll do the orange. I'm just trying to pick out some of the colors from it. So let's grab our 2 tea bags. Let's grab our little thank you mint. And a sticker. And then put it in the bag. If I had a little bit more time, I would have gotten my son more involved and had him help me with the assembly line. But his girlfriend had a recital today, so he went to her recital. Well, I stayed home, made these. They said she did a good job. So that was good. I was happy for that. I'm trying to move this ribbon out of my way. There we go. There. And then after the recital, he took her out. And they went to Red Robin. We went to Red Robin quite a few months back before my son was 18. And the waitress was kind of hitting on my son. I had to say to her, he's a child. He's underage. She was mortified. He still talks about it. He thinks it's funny. I think it's funny too. Hey, power to her. She knew a good man when she saw it. But I let her know. I think that one looks cute, the orange. I like that. Yeah, I'm liking these. Of course, I better. I spent so much time on them. These really took a lot more time than you think. I'm estimating probably a good, of course, I've been doing videos too. So I've done 3 videos, and I had to prep special for the videos. There's my stomach growling, but I ate, trust me. I don't know. These are at least a 15 plus hour project for 35 of them. Now, some of it was, I had to figure out my math. I had to make sure, you know, my templates were the right size. So some of that was trial and error. But, you know, it took me like a good hour to figure that out. My paper cutter, if my paper cutter was able to be bigger here at my space, I think I would have flown through this a little bit quicker. Let me think what color I'm going to use here. I think that one. So maybe some of that was maybe my problem. I don't know. But I had a lot to cut out, a lot to stamp. I had a lot, you know, it's tedious work. I mean, definitely a labor of love, but that's not the point. You know, I've started to put a little bit more thought into how much time do these things actually take me. You know, you just get working on a journal and you get so engrossed in it that sometimes you forget how much time is actually involved in this project. I mean, I'm not selling these, but if I were to sell them, you know, there's a lot of time involved. You know, I have my, oh, this one didn't press down very well. Let me press that down. I have my fair coming up in September, and I'm starting to put a lot more thought. Oh, that one didn't press down either. Oh, I'm going to go through and I'm going to check those other ones. Oh, yeah. They're fine. It's just this one. Oh, yeah, the other ones are fine. Just this one. So because I have that fair coming up, I'm putting a lot more time and thought into how much time am I actually putting into some of these projects. And it's a lot more than what you think. All right, let's decide. We'll do that one. Or should we do the blue? No, we're going to do that purpley one. So in my brain, I've been just sort of paying attention to how much time I'm putting into some of these projects. I'll invoice my son. That will get me nowhere quick. And I did it because everybody has been very kind. But if I were to do this as a business, I mean, it'd be kind of a fun business to do like little favors and things for different parties and events. you know, you start thinking like, hey, what would I charge per one of these? At least $5. I mean, I'm not making anything on my time, but I think at least $5. I don't know. I do tend to undersell my things. Let's grab some more tea. Let's grab some of the breakfast tea, some of the mints, tea, and then let's grab some of these mints. And you are just crafting along with me. And obviously you need to get the tea that is individually wrapped. And that's tricky sometimes because you don't know, unless you know the tea, you don't know if it's individually wrapped. I mean, Tazo, you know this brand is, and you know this brand is. Sometimes they're expensive. We're tea drinkers. I typically have a lot of tea in the house, but I did pick this one up because I knew I wasn't going to have enough. Let's see. I didn't cut any green. What other color is in here? I suppose I could do a yellow. Let's do the yellow. But luckily, I did have a lot of tea in the house already. I mean, they typically have supplies in the house for stuff, craft stuff anyways. Oh, when I picked up the chocolate, I didn't have that in the house because, I mean, I can't eat it. So I picked that up too. I tried to buy as much of my things that I thought I would need on Friday, so I could just spend the weekend crafting away, which is precisely what I did. Here's that one. All right, let's just do a couple more. And then the rest, I won't bore you with. I don't know. Let's see. Do a red one. This one, I didn't cut any turquoise paper, but there is some orange in there. I think we'll do that one orange. And I do have, I have that one too. Yeah, I'll do that one. Okay, so let's do these two teas. Do a sticker. We'll do the mint. I'll do that one in a second. Let me grab my bag. Now that I have my assembly line stuff all together and organized, I can get this moving a lot quicker. I've been saying all along for this project, the more assembly line things than you can get together, the quicker and the easier this project, or any project that you have to mass make, is going to flow. That, for me, is the key to my success. To have as much of the stuff pre-done and put together and ready. Like, I like to keep things in containers and in bags. That works for me. And I know this tape is running out, and I have another tape right here at the ready. I pre-checked, I have 3 staplers here. I pre-checked all of my staplers to make sure they all had staples in them. All of those little things help me to be successful. There. Yeah, all the other staples are stapling well. Okay, we're going to finish with this one. And then I will let you guys go. Let me see if I have a turquoise one. Oh, I do. Is this turquoise? Oh, yeah, let's do that one. Kind of matches, sort of. And I think I used all my turquoise ones of these. Stick the little sticker in. I thought these would be really cute, like shower favors. You know, I would sort of like do a theme. But I'm going to do it as part of, if I have extras, as part of the graduation party that we're doing. So we're doing his graduation party directly after graduation. So he's graduating on Sunday. And my mom has offered to buy a bunch of Chinese food from the local Chinese store or restaurant that cater to food allergies, and they're very, very good, and they're very kind to us. So, oh yeah, that one just ran out of staples. So giving local business some business, we like to do that. They're a family-run business. Very nice. And so we're going to get a bunch of food from them, and then we're going to serve it up family style. And then I have ordered a gluten-free vegan cheesecake that is just so decadent. Oh my gosh, my son loves this cheesecake. First time he tried it well over a year ago, he's like, that's what I want for my graduation. I said, okay. He doesn't ask for a lot, so I don't have a problem with that. So this gal, the entire bakery is gluten-free and vegan. So we know we're safe. She takes the cheesecake. She makes the raw cookie dough, but it's vegan, so it's fine because there's no egg in it. And she puts the raw cookie dough balls in the cheesecake. And then she makes brownies cooked, puts the whole brownies in the cheesecake with the cookie dough. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. So we're going to have that cake. Ugh, yum. And then my friend is an amazing baker, and I wanted to have a regular cake as well. So I've asked him if he can make that. He's in the process of moving, so I don't know if he's going to have the time. I'm going to contact him tomorrow and see. I do have a backup. If he's not able to do it, I do have a backup. So we're going to have that. I'm making a charcuterie board. I have my snackle box. I'm doing a whole bunch of dried fruits. I might do a couple nuts in there too, but mostly it's going to be dried fruits. I'm going to do watermelon, and then like water and lemonade and different drinks. I'm going to be making some chocolates. I forget what else. But yeah, so that's the party. And I'm inviting 10 people. So small number, but small and intimate. So I think it's going to go well. I'm shocked that my son is graduating. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like, I'm just so shocked that graduation is upon us. I am going to put these on here so I can have this assembly line already going. And then I will let you guys go while I continue to put these together and finish the rest of these because that bag is going to be filled. And when my son sees it, he's going to be like, I have to lug that around all day. And I'm going to be like, yes, because I took all weekend to make them. So I will let you know how it goes. I'm sure it will be very well received. Everybody's always kind. So that is it for now, but these are the goodies that I have been making all darn weekend. And I am recording this late Sunday night so he can bring them to school tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn and start handing them out. This video, I record a whole bunch of videos and then space them out, but I do publish a video every single day. So in approximately 3 to 4 days from today, you will be watching this video and they will already been handed out. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to get back to doing some other crafting videos. I have a haul video that I'd like to be showing very shortly. I'm going to record that one. Really fun haul. And yeah, craft videos every Sunday. I post my weekly psychic predictions, so come for that too. Check out my website, elementalenergieswithchrisanne.com. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can find that there. I have free classes. I have paid classes. I have crystals. I have tarot. I have my oracle deck that's available for pre-order, so check that out there. And please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot, and pass it on. Thanks so much. Take care and be free.